This is the entrance to Grange Farm. Again, we cross over the river again as it heads down to the roundabout woodlands. Those are the roundabout woodlands there. Okay, we want to go down there and over the other side. Hopefully this is the way. Grange farm track goes on and on and on and on and on. And I hope it doesn't go much further out, because I think that having passed Bilton now, which should be over there, the Knox Fords are sort of directly to my east, and I think that I'm waiting for this to curve round and cross Ripon Road. That's what I want it to do. I suspect it does it at Killinghall, and Killinghall can't be much further along here. If we keep going along here in this direction for too much longer, we're going to end up in Ripley, which is halfway to Ripon and not where we want to be. And I'm going to call this Burner's Mount because there's a lovely smell of burnt wood. And finally, the ringways curves round, and this on this other side. This has to be Killinghall, I would have thought. It looks like Killinghall pubs across there, but I could be wrong. I'm going to cry if we've walked as far as Ripley, but I don't think we have. I think our next place is up that steep slope. Sorry. You can't see as well as me up that steep slope there, because Bilton's on the other side of that. And if I remember rightly, Knox Fords, if you're coming down, heading south, so you arrive at Milner's, at the Knox Fords from the north. There's a very, very steep incline. So we have crossed Ripon Road now, and Knox Mill Lane here looks like a good way to go. It's earlier than I thought in the afternoon. If we can get to Knox Fords in the next quarter of an hour, then we'll easily be able to get transport to Harrogate and then transport out again to Leeds Road and do the Rothet Hinge today. If not, I'm going to push that back to Monday afternoon, which will be the last day of our holiday, our vernal holidays. It'll also be the last dot on our To the Ends of the Earth project. Reconnected here with the Oakback after it leaves the roundabout woodland. This is a little bit early for the Knox Ford, which is a little bit of a concern to me, because I still feel that you discover the Knox Fords at a great descent. So I may have to yet go up before I go down to reach the fords. I don't know. So I'm just working my way along through Knox now, hopefully heading towards Knox Fords, but not as convinced as I was about 10 minutes ago. I'm going to call this area Knox Rise in honour of that huge outcropping up there, which you don't seem to be able to get to. I have a feeling that the steep descent I'm thinking of is actually up there, because I think this is Knox Fords just along here. If so, that's cut a load of time off my journey, because I was expecting, it's not 4 yet, and I was expecting not to get back to Bilton, which should be just across here and along that road, until 4:30. So I'm doing well. And this is the beautiful, beautiful Knox Fords. We are on the Oakback, and the roundabout woodlands are in that direction, and Knox County Park is in that direction, and I don't know where he thinks he's coming, because there is no vehicle access down here. There used to be, it used to be along there and across the river there, but now we only have this little bridge. It's called Sprucey Bridge. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's not as old as it looks. It's on the site of a former bridge, but this is basically where traffic used to cross the Oakback. from Harrogate towards Killinghall. Now there is, in fact, that is the rise I was talking about that goes up there. We actually came along the bottom here, and there is a little signpost for a footpath up there. As we have time, we're going to have a little look, but I suspect it's going to be a lot of puff to get us up to the top of the hill, and I suspect if it does go anywhere important, it will only be to Killinghall, which is in that direction there. So we're not going to go all that way, we're just going to have a little look. And then it's back this way, and we walk up this road, and we will pass by the corridor, the built-in corridor, which runs across that way and across that way. And if we keep going along here, we will eventually get into the outskirts of Bilton, where we will be able to catch a bus. And we have enough time, my chickens, to do the last part of our trip, presuming that the buses don't take forever. And it'll be a bus to the centre of town, and then 36 out down Leeds Road, and we look at Stone Rings Lane. And the idea is that we uncover Thossall, which is the area between Stone Rings Lane and the Rossett Hinge, which is where we ended up after we came out of the Bullfields, when we did the Panel and the Panel Ash sort of round from Stone Rings. So there we are, route north of the Knox Fords. Takes us up to a nice little garden, Knox Garden, and then here out to a field, and I suspect that beyond this field, in that direction, is over the rise there, with all the little sheeps, is Killinghall. This being not going any further that way. It is in fact quite overcast, and I will call off Thossall if it rains between now and when I get there. I'm heading back to Bilton to catch a bus into town, and that's when I have to make my decision, because then I either take a bus home or I take a bus out to Leeds Road, Stone Rings Lane, the number 36. It's overcast, so it seems darker than it is. Actually, I haven't made up my mind. We'll have to. I'm going to explore. I'm going to go across Electric March Farm to Ripon Road, and I'm going to catch a 36 into town. Stay on the 36, and that will take me straight out to Stone Rings. It has been decided.